Hi, welcome to my 8th video blog on writing. This week I want to offer you some tips to help you along with your writing process. When writing a novel especially, you're going to want to have a break, and it's advisable not to distract yourself with things like TV. One thing I do is I read short stories. They can be inspiring and interesting, but you can learn quite a lot from them and apply it to your work. For example, there aren't enough pages for a short story to go off in tangents, so it's interesting to see how they're structured and how they go through the story points without getting lost. The other thing is you can critique them. This is fun to do, and again, what you learn you'll be able to apply to your own work. I also read magazines, these are going to come across back to front, but you'll just have to trust me. They're called Writers' Forum and Writing Magazine, which you can subscribe to, and they're not particularly a lot of money. In here I go through, it covers everything from author interviews to publishing information, and there's adverts for companies and people looking for writers, competitions, endless things. I go through and highlight what I'm interested in and completely deface it, as you can see, and then I go and look up various addresses, blogs, or I don't know, whatever they're talking about. I go and look into it and see if it applies and will help me, but it's really interesting, and you also learn a lot about other writers out there. There's problem pages and that kind of thing, so magazines are really, really good. The other thing that's quite nice is listening to podcasts. There's loads out there. I can find a list for the future blogs if that helps, but they're really good because you can listen to them when you're in the car, when you're cleaning, or whatever it is you're doing and you can't physically write. But this way you are taking information and learning and really making the best use of your time. I also think writing forums are good. Online communities are great because you can make friends and you can put your work up and people can critique it and give you feedback, and vice versa, which is really helpful because obviously writing is a really lonely process sometimes. Obviously be careful, you don't want to put your ideas out there and potentially have them stolen, so be wary, but you get to trust people and they share their work and vice versa, so you build up a relationship. There is also a good site, I think it's called Goodreads.com, and you can go on there. It has published books, but if you're unpublished, there's also an area on there where you can put your work up and again meet people that way, share your chapters maybe, it might just be the first 3 chapters, and get some feedback. Writing competitions are also really good. There are loads of them. Again, these magazines will cover competitions that want short stories, poems. There's even a popular competition which is called Nanowrimo, which is National Novel Writing Month. Basically, I think it takes place in November, and you have a month to produce, I think it's 70,000 word novel. That's really exciting, and it can give you that sort of kick up the arse that you might need if you're lacking in motivation. And you meet lots of people, and it's just really interesting to see what people are doing. I think there's a website for that, and you can look at previous pieces and see what the prizes are and things. Another thing that will help with your writing process is to keep an eye on your genre. Look online at bookstores and physically go into bookshops and check what's selling in that genre, see who their authors are, see who the agents are and the publishers are. So that's a really good thing to follow as well, and see, I suppose in a way, what your competition is. Although I'm not saying that you must write your book with the intention of selling it. At the end of the day, it's a passion and it's something that you can do to express yourself, so bear that in mind as well. But obviously the professional side of it is there, and it's definitely worth aiming for. I think going to book fairs, conferences, local workshops and courses is really good. I go to one in Winchester in the UK, and they're actually quite big and you can meet a lot of people there. Finally, a bit random, but I like to have brain food. So if you're like me, you stay up till stupid hours in the morning writing. I don't think chocolate and Red Bull is the way forward, although it does work. I actually think it's better to have something healthy and slow energy release foods. I think you write better, so I'll leave that one for you to find out. That's me done for today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.